Hello everyone, Spite here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix a Game Boy Color cartridge. Now by fix, I mean you boot it up, it goes through like the Game Boy Color title screen and then just white, nothingness. So yeah, it's a really simple fix of how to fix these, but I'm also going to be replacing the battery as well, because this is a 1998 cart and yeah, it's old. It needs to be replaced. So yeah, we're all going to be doing that today. Alright, so the basis of what we're going to be doing, first off, we're going to be removing this, and we're going to be resoldering some joints in here, or some of the connections in here. And to do that, we're going to take this apart, which to do this, we need a 3.8mm game bit, which is what this is right here. Now, you can get it with a screwdriver attachment, or just muscle it a little bit. I've already loosened it just for ease of access here. So simple, you just unscrew it, comes out. Make sure you put this little screw somewhere safe so that way you don't lose it, because that's gonna be really shitty if you do lose it. You probably duct tape it. Alright, so then you just flip it over, and it should just slide right off, like so. Now one of the main things to do before you actually go this route is to, as soon as the focus is, clean the connection, which is something I did before I had decided I would have to go this route with cleaning. So, get the camera to focus correctly. As you can see, they're pretty clean. They could be cleaner, but they're clean enough for what it is. So, what we're going to be doing is resoldering. Focus, please. All these connections, and by resoldering, I don't mean actually resoldering them, more like just refreshing the connections. And we might actually have to go through all of them, but we're going to be focusing on this one first off, and then we'll take a look at the rest of them up close and see if I actually need to do the rest of them as well. So let's get set up for that. Alright, so like I said, take a solder, and we're not going to be putting these on for very long. Just like a few seconds on each one, just to reset these. And be very careful about not setting it on for too long, because you don't want to create a solder bridge over everything. Now I'm pretty sure an older tech guy is going to probably comment on me doing this, because quite frankly I am a noob when it comes to soldering. So like I said, I'm just being really quick with it, not being too harsh, just resetting some of the connections. And just quick little taps, holding on for a few seconds at the most. Now I should note another thing that you should look for before you actually do this is any corrosion on the board, which I don't see any, so there's that to look forward to. If you see corrosion, clean that off first, then try your ROM card or your cartridge. And yes, just keep it up. Now remember, these things get really hot, so make sure you don't accidentally touch yourself with it, because it's going to hurt. Okay. They are just about all done. I said get a few more up here, which they look pretty good connections currently. Now these small ones right here though, I don't have faith in myself of getting. So that should be the basis of what we currently need to do for right now. I'm going to put it back together and do a quick test, and then if it works, we'll move on to the battery replacement. And yeah, talk to you guys in a second. Alright, after that quick little test, it works, which is good. Now, the importance of replacing the battery, though, there's a reason why you want to replace the battery, because in these old Game Boy and Game Boy Color cartridges in general, they use the battery for the saves. So yeah, I can play right now, but I wouldn't actually be able to save at all. And I'm pretty sure this battery is dead because, well, where is it? Where is the camera? If you look right up here, it says 1998. That's 20 years ago, and I'm sure the battery is kaput by now. So what we're going to be doing is, also to tell which battery it has, if you look right, where's the camera? Right up here, it says BAT CR. Well, as soon as it focuses, come on, camera, come on, focus, please. Oh, wait, it says battery CR1616. That's how you know what battery to get for your cartridge. They will say that on the things. And me, since I thought ahead, went out and got the battery. It's a bit different than this one, but what we're going to be doing is obviously desoldering these links and resoldering this one on there. Now, make sure you do put it on the right way. Like for this one, the negative is on the top, and you want the positive to be on the bottom. So it's gonna be basically like mirror this this battery. It's gonna go on like this pretty much. Also has plus and minus on the board as well. So to do this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna be using a solder sucker and a trusty SC solder again. So what we're gonna be doing is, first off, how you use this thing. It has a plunger right here. Where is it? Plunger right here. Press all the way down. Then you're just gonna press the button when it's over the solder and pops up. Sucks it right up. So how we're gonna do this, like I said, we're gonna heat the solder up for a couple seconds. Then we're gonna put this on top and boop. Now this is a speed-based thing almost, because you gotta be quick with it. So here we go. Now, when they actually solder this, they used a lot of solder. Oh crap. My bad there. So like I said, you want to be quick with it, but you don't want to be too quick. And you want to just heat it up to the point where it's just shiny on the top. Now you could also use the solder paper, what it was called. I forget the name of it. I actually have some over here. I could use this instead, but it basically sucks it up. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep doing this because I haven't used that stuff yet, so I don't know how exactly it works or if it worked well at all. So yeah. All right, so I haven't finished it up yet, but I pulled the battery up just a little bit, just to test some stuff, which as soon as it focuses, and I decided to test the charge on it, and surprisingly, this thing still has charge. It was actually at the right amount of charge, which is surprising. Yep. Because these batteries are like 3 volts. And yeah, it still has a charge, so I guess I really don't need to replace the battery. And I kind of don't want to because the way they soldered this damn thing, it's really freaking stuck on there. And by stuck, I mean it's just like they put so much solder on it that it's damn near impossible to replace. So I'm just gonna like resolder the connections and move on from there. And just like do some tests on it because quite frankly, it works. It should still work, and that's alright with me. So, I'll put move this battery out of the way. Alright, so when you resolder, you want to not like use like the solder like on there. You want to heat up the metal where you're going to solder, and then put the solder actually on there. If it gets stuck, you just pull it off. And yeah. Please take everything I say with a grain of salt because, yes, like I said before, I am a noob when it comes to soldering. Not the prettiest of solders. Well, what can I say? I don't have the experience. A lot of other people do this. Also, please note, if you decide to do this, don't solder the battery. Don't ever solder anything on a battery. There's a very, very high chance of it exploding if you do. And that's something we do not need. Or you do not need. Because these things are volatile when they explode. Alright, that's good. That's all done. Yeah, like I said, where is it? Really ugly soldering. Come on, focus camera. But it works for what it was. So, put it back together. You just well, before we do this, actually, I'll let it cool for a bit, for about, I'll say 5 minutes, and then we'll put it back together. Alright, so it's nice and cool down, so reassemble it. Take the base, just slide that right back in there. Take the top, put that around top, and just right there. Slide right in. Of course, it's kind of hard to do that when you're not actually looking at the cartridge, looking at the camera. And then flip it over. Take the screw, put it right back on there. And then take this, again, wherever it is, and just screw it right back in there. I swear the worst part about taking things apart is putting them back together. Especially when the screw doesn't want to go in. Okay. You just screw back in. Get it as tight as possible. And there we go. It's back. So we're gonna hop over to the computer really quick just to show you, since I have a capture card set up right in there and I'm gonna be using the GameCube player to test it out. So we'll go there and go in there, save, reset it, and see if the save actually stayed. Alright, and that was a really crappy tutorial on how to replace, or just basically fix a Game Boy Color cartridge. So yeah, this is interesting to do because I've rarely ever had to solder, and I suck at it. But this kind of sucks that I didn't get to show you how to replace the battery, because I suck at removing solder. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If not, that's okay. I still enjoy making videos, but I will see everyone in the next video what I do. Bye guys.